We have a few elements who need ideological orientation, SG. They talk about PLU, but they need some ideological orientation. Especially, Secretary General, those who do not understand the 4 principles of NRM. The four principles of NRM are patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, and democracy. People just say, oh, NRM, they don't know the 4 principles of NRM. So we need ideological orientation for some of our members. We request you coordinate, plan, and organize for us, the executive of West Nile, and some selected Patriotic League of Uganda footholders here, a meeting with our chairman, our beloved chairman, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, at his convenience. SG, I know he's a very busy person, but at his convenience, I know he will always listen. One time I requested him to pay a visit to West Nile. He told me I will. I said, even if it is 10 minutes, and he came. He's a listening leader. Kindly coordinate that for my members here. His convenience. 2, coordinate, plan, and organize jointly with the Secretary General of NRM. You are our SG for Patriotic League of Uganda. SG, we want you to coordinate a meeting with the Secretary General of NRM. You start for West Nile, with West Nile, then move it across the country, because the 2 are not well coordinated as yet. The other one thinks the other one is fighting the other one. So if you do that with the Secretary General of NRM, I think we are good to go with full support for His Excellency. Now, before you came, there was a concern about the structures of West Nile. And from one of the points I raised, I would want you to clarify that clearly, that West Nile is now one region, and these structures are built regionally. We have 18 regions in this country. West Nile is one, Acholi is another, Lango is another, Karamoja is another. So those are government recognized regions. So I will want you to throw more light that West Nile is one region, and there are 8 appointed executive members, and after that we will go to the districts and have district structures. After that we'll go to the sub-county. So SG, I will request you throw more light, because there seems to be confusion coming from Madi sub-region, which I see needs to be well clarified. And second clarification I want you to put clear is, yes, we had foot soldiers, and we still have foot soldiers from the various groups, MK Army, Team Chairman, Revolutionary Guard, Avengers, all those. SG, after forming PLU, I think we are all under one umbrella. So people needed to now swallow their pride and wait to work under this one umbrella, so that we have unity in as far as Patriotic League of Uganda is concerned. So I will ask you to throw more light on that. I want to now end here. I have said this for God and my country, and I now invite the representative of the foot soldiers to quickly run through what you people have. I don't know what you have. I did not participate in making it, and I will also listen the way the Secretariat is doing. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, everyone. PLU oye? PLU oye? NRM oye? Secretary General oye? Yeah, thank you very much, Secretary General. My name is Akuku A.P. Richard. I am a mobilizer, a former district coordinator, MK Army, Akuku, A-K-U-K-U. I'm here to present before you the memorandum written by the foot soldiers from West Nile sub-region. It's dated December 18th, 2024, to the National Secretariat for Patriotic League of Uganda, in bracket, PLU. It's a great honor as the Patriotic League West Nile chapter to present this paper before the Secretariat. Our vision is to establish PLU as a dominant force in Ugandan politics. The iconic West Nile region has been committed to upholding the values of patriotism, Pan-Africanism, democracy, socio-economic development, peace, and security. All these elements have defined our journey over the years. The region of West Nile has enjoyed political stability. The space, it has enjoyed political stability, peace, and democracy. We honor the NRM government for that milestone and also appreciate the space it created that led to the birth of Patriotic League of Uganda, a testament of continuity and consolidation of NRM achievements. Today, under the visionary leadership of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, as members of the mighty Patriotic League of Uganda, we are inspired to continue playing a pivotal role in shaping the future of our beautiful country, Uganda. This momentum is driven by our unwavering loyalty to NRM and to His Excellency, President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. West Nile is proudly hailed as the home of NRM and now the rock of PLU. We are inspired by General Muhoozi Kainerugaba's exceptional leadership in the army and defense, and by his role in foreign relations, regional and international diplomacy, and citizen security. His outstanding work has inspired hope among millions of Ugandans for continuity of NRM achievements, institutional building, generational growth, economic prosperity of Uganda, and above all, his zero tolerance stand on corruption, as attested to by his father, the president, was the master key for patriotic citizen support to PLU agenda. As foot soldiers, we recognize the importance of promoting patriotism, national unity in West Nile, and we look forward to collaborating with National Secretariat for Patriotism in achieving these goals. Mr. Secretary General, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba's decision not to contest for presidency in 2026 caught many by surprise, especially his loyal supporters in the Patriotic League of Uganda. His announcement was received with mixed reactions, with some feeling demoralized and insulted by community, by opposition supporters, and even some NRM diehards who feel unsafe with the ascendance of PLU to power. As PLU cadres, we acknowledge that this decision was reportedly influenced by divine guidance, with him stating that God told him to focus on the army first. He has since pledged his support for President Museveni's re-election bid. Although the PLU supporters are yet to fully recover from the significant impact of General Muhoozi's decision, the West Nile PLU foot soldiers are now focusing on building mobilization teams across the region to support President Museveni for re-election in 2026. As foot soldiers, as Honorable Atima has hinted on the issue of West Nile structure, Secretary General, as foot soldiers of West Nile, we recognize that every one of us is a mobilizer, with the exception of only those appointed by the Secretariat. And we all play critical roles. Much as we appreciate, as foot soldiers, the work of one of us called Mr. Manga Charles, I'm glad he's here with us. We have concerns about his roles. I hope his presence and today the secretariat will help on this. He's here. Many times he gives conflicting account of his roles. For instance, depending on the PLU event, sometimes he introduces himself as the PLU coordinator for West Nile, at times as the deputy coordinator for West Nile. Of recent, he settled for a position of a regional coordinator for Madi sub-region. Maybe, yeah, there's still that possibility. Yeah.
My name's Manga Charles, Regional Coordinator PLU, Madi sub-region. Director, last time you remember when we were launching Madi sub-region, I was expecting you, but yeah, you sent a delegation, they came, and we launched it officially. So I'm also national mobilizer, chief mobilizer for National Youth Cadres Association for Uganda. I also do some mobilization when you move around. At the same time, I'm also chief advisor for NRM, National Cadres Association, Uganda. So I'm privileged to be in PLU and also send all messages of PLU in everywhere I'm going, all over the country. I'm national mobilizer. I thank you.
Yes, of recent, he has come to that, and he claims to have been appointed by the Secretariat. However, his actions have raised red flags in many PLU outreach events in the communities. He has given himself and people titles, appointed people in positions, and so forth. Given his background as an active army officer, his specific responsibilities in the role is unclear to us, and it is essential to verify his appointment roles with the Secretariat today to ensure transparency and accountability. Thank you very much. God bless Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Long live General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, for God and my country. Thank you.
We should not be here seeking to dissolve forces that wish to strengthen our movement. We will rather strengthen them, harmonize, and make sure that we are stronger. The president, NRM, has appointed leaders and elected leaders. We cannot know our strength when we keep on appointing. We must democratize by seeing that others are elected, so that we know our strength. Are people willing to come and be elected in PLU? We are talking about NUP, we are talking about all the parties, and they are willing to come. We are mobilizing for 2031, but we must struggle to ensure that the president passes now. President Museveni cannot pass if we are fractured and we are fighting over leadership positions. The structure of NRM under the president is that NRM in West Nile was zoned under West Nile, the entire West Nile. We have the Greater Arua sub-region. We have the Aluru sub-region consisting of those Zombo what? We have the Madi sub-region. All of them report to the same West Nile sub-region. So whatever the other sub-regions, whether Madi, Aluru is doing, is to strengthen the activities of Honorable Atimali at the West Nile regional level. And what I know, like for the Madi sub-region, the structures have been built using personal resources. Can we verify those structures and have them absorb the CEO of PLU, so that we are stronger? This is my appeal, that some of these issues that have been raised in the memorandum may not be resolved here. It requires discussions, maybe with the antagonizing groups, so that you see what are the take-homes that can strengthen our PLU. I thank you very much.
My name is Lomoti Victor Vidal, Councillor Pangisa Upper, Deputy Speaker, Central Division. I want to thank you for this opportunity. I only have one issue. SG, before you came, Director Mobilization said He is in at the whole country, and he also chairs disciplinary committee. I kind of want to put this one issue to you through the SG, that please, among ourselves, PLU foot soldiers, there are people who are being paid to malign leaders who are appointed by the Secretariat, by General MK. I am one of those people who made a recording on the West Nile chapter. Such characters, you see, as a speaker, when I'm sharing council, if I have errant honorable councillors, I'll put you to order. If not, I even make sure you're suspended without impeachments for 2 months, because the rules. So please, the question here is SG. So time is running. The question here is SG. Mina kuomba, rain on these errant members. We cannot be fighting among ourselves. You cannot be recording missives for long. You are talking about. Some of us are here today, breakfast and even a lunch. He sponsored. These people who are making noise cannot. Can you imagine? Thank you very much.
I want to close by requesting my regional coordinator, Honorable Timali, in front of you. Honorable, we, the people of Mabitson's region, are ready to cooperate with you and work with you. Because of this kind of comment on the ground, Madi sub-region is fully structured. Actually, today, we are expecting different people are coming here because we are seeing also claiming to be that you appoint people from West Nile to come and mobilize Madi sub-region. My request is that if the regional sub-regional structure system is empowered by your office, we shall do more rather than on the ground and make a division from our people. Because where do you expect the people who has been fighting from MK Army now structure and pronounced to you to go? Of course, definitely, when you hit me on the ground, I will go in the books. That's why we shall create enemies and we shall not progress.
I want to thank those who started supporting General Muhoozi Kainerugaba way back, even before he expressed his interest to run for the top seat. Thank you so much. God bless you. Now, I appreciate you for defending General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, because we have realized that, first of all, he walks the talk, but he's also looking forward to ensuring that the stability of our country continues. Now, when we had just started making appointments, I want to make a few clarifications, most especially on the issue of the sub-regions. You all understand that we have now 21 sub-regions in Uganda. And I want to make this clear that West Nile is not a region. West Nile is a sub-region under northern Uganda. In the northern region, we have Karamoja sub-region. We have Lango, we have Acholi, and West Nile. Me, initially, I was not understanding these things of Zombo, the other one is what? Nebi, Pakwachi. It is General MK who explained to me, because the first time when he called me, he told me, I want you to announce the appointment of Honorable Atima Lee Jackson as the coordinator for Greater Arua. So I asked him, now what is that? What is Greater Arua? And then he explained to me. He said there are some issues there. Their rules speak their own language. And the Madis speak their own language. And then he said the Rukbaras also speak their own language. I honestly, I was not aware of the arrangement of the tribes in West Nile. But then after, I think he consulted his father, after the proclamation here, for those who attended. We have such issues even in Chigezi. When you go to Chigezi, we have Bachiga and Bafumbira, but they are all in Chigezi sub-region. The Bafumbira in Chisoro, they speak their own language, but they fall under Chigezi. When you go to Ankole, there is Greater Bushenyi. I don't want to go into those issues, but there is also Greater Chiruhura, where the president comes from. There is also Mbarara there, and Isinjiro and Intungamu. They speak different languages, but they fall under the same sub-region called Ankole. So when we transformed now from MK movement into PLU, he said what we can do now is to make sure those tribal speaking different languages should be represented on the sub-region leadership. Do you understand it? So we consulted widely. Don't think that this delay that most of you are talking about is deliberate. It's not deliberate, but we must consult widely. Before you announce any person, you must have investigated. If you ask Diso, if you ask Riso, if you ask RD, all those we consult them. So we made sure that the Aruls are represented. Your deputy is an Arul from Nebi. Your secretary is from, which is Madi sub-region. But we also consider many things. Religion, tribe. So I don't want to go into details, but I wanted to give you a small hint on how we merged the West Nile sub-region. Yes, there is a request by Comrade Manga. I want to inform Comrade Manga that up to now, when we are making appointments, we announce those who had been previously appointed in MK movement. Because it's not automatic that when you are in MK movement, then you are in PLU. What was done in MK movement is totally different from what is happening in Patriotic League of Uganda. If you manage to receive support under MK movement, you are lucky. That does not mean that the way it was in the MK movement, it is continuing even in Patriotic League of Uganda. It is very different. Do you understand me? Yes, I know. Somebody called me. He called me yesterday from Teso. He said, now I have been left out. I said, why? Okay, this I can say, but I was in a toilet and I even forgot my phone there. I said, why? I said, when I saw the list and my name was missing, I said, what am I going to tell my wife? I have been moving. I've been moving around. I've been telling my wife that Mose knows me, but now she's now going to ask me, why are you not on the list? I told him about a verse in the Bible. I think it is in something where I still have it on my phone. I said, Jesus told people that there are many rooms in my Father's. So my brother, I want to tell you, there are many rooms in PLU. Don't worry about it. Don't mind. Me, I can give you a small example. When we had just started, I didn't have any position in PLU, in those units. I didn't even want to know. Mine was and protect General Mhozi Kainerugaba. I person who organized General Muhoozi's first public birthday in Munyunyu, when he was making 45 years. I first, you can Google. It's on record. But when the general was going to, and I want you people to understand General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, he does not forget his people. I was hearing most of you saying, but are you going to support us with Muhoozi? And he knows why he's support. You just go home and sleep, you will see.